Moving out of your comfort zone is always something really difficult to do. And it's been about, I don't know, maybe 2 months since I brought up the idea to my wife. And after a lot of conversations, we finally decide that we are going to move to New York. Hometown coffee. Apparently good matches and good coffee. Maple syrup.
Strawberry matcha, like a basic bitch.
No, is it Pablo or Pablo?
PABL.
Look at this beautiful. Can you see it?
Explain. Damn, that looked really nice. My life is now really different than what it used to be when I was in New York. And I'm excited to put in practice all these new skills that I have been learning during the last 4 years here in Austin, Texas. And so this video is going to be about preparing myself to move back to New York City. I think it's been about 2 months since the opportunity to go back to New York and like show up in front of us all of a sudden without any plan or like without any, I guess, like intention to do it. But after several conversations with my wife, trying to figure out if that is the right decision or not, we decided that it actually will be the right decision to move back to New York. Of course, like apartment, job situation, community, all that stuff is something that you have to take into consideration when you're moving out of your comfort zone, which for me and for my wife is Austin, Texas at the moment. But at the same time, I'm 100% sure that it's not impossible to recreate what we got going on here and also bring it to the next level. All right, it is really, really hot. Like clearly the AC is not doing anything for me at the moment, but we're gonna go to the gym, we're gonna get the workout in. And I just wanna say, if you are into fitness, you wanted to work out, but you don't know what to do, please go to my description, subscribe to my program. It's just $10 a month. And you are going to feel great because you know exactly what to do, how to do it, everything on the app, like super professional. For 10 bucks, come on, it's just a coffee. Training today looked a little difficult to be honest, but we gotta go through it and fucking figure it out. We got snatches, we got deadlift, and then we got a nasty workout where we're gonna be doing front squat, shoulder to overheads, and then thruster at 165, following by 25 burpees. So that's not fun, but I gotta do it. Gotta do it because fitness should be uncomfortable. Fitness should be something that you regret while you're doing it, but then you feel proud when you finish. So it's kind of like what I would think. Fuck, that sucks, but what time should I have to get back to this tomorrow? The most difficult things about moving to New York, at least for me, and what I think is like figure it out, like the apartment situation, because if you know, like New York prices, New York spaces, the competition, everybody put applications, like it's quite difficult, especially if you're not in New York. Like applying from here, it is always kind of like a lottery, pretty much. So I want to be transparent on one of the things that happens to me and my wife, and one of my friends who live in Brooklyn offered me his apartment, and that was one of the main reasons why we decided to move to New York, because we didn't have to do all the apartment hunting situation from outside of New York, which is really, really difficult to do it, like I said before. So that has been, I would say, like super simple, super smooth. I have to go through an applications as well, even though like it was kind of like an invitation, but definitely less stressful than what it usually will be if I have to like go from scratch. My apologies, yesterday my camera died and I forgot to finish the video. What I was saying yesterday is that the job situation, how the job situation looked like in New York at the moment. What I'm doing right now is just doing outreach, which is like sending emails, sending messages to brands and people that I feel like I can work with. And so that has been you know, like working so far. I got some conversations going, but nothing secure yet. So that's okay. That makes me feel good because I'm not going there with nothing. I'm going there with at least a roadmap, an idea how the job situation looked like. In terms of like personal training, kind of the same. I have been reaching out to gyms that I used to work. I already booked like an appointment to do an interview. It's actually today. So I'm excited about it. I think like the personal training scene in New York always was really good for me, and so I was able to build relationships there, and 4 years later still there. And so reaching out to those leads and people that I know is always something that helps to start over again. So that's how the job situation looked like so far. All right, the plan today is simple. We're gonna go for 34 minutes at 10:04 pace. So far, it's been good. I'm like 2 minutes in, so that's why it's good so far. So let's see how it goes. So in terms of like moving logistics, so after I have a conversation with Kristen, we decided that we're just gonna pack whatever it fits on this car and on her car, and that's where we're going to bring to New York. We were thinking on like rent like a truck to bring all the things, but at the end of the day, like we don't even know at this point like how big is the apartment. We have an idea, but what if we spend all this time, money, and effort in terms of like putting everything on the truck, moving everything across the country, and then we got there and we're like, nah. So that's the plan so far. Of course, this, you know, moving from here to New York in about 4.5 weeks, it's going to be like a 3-day travel. So Airbnb is going to be the way to go, at least for us. That's how we like to do it. We haven't decided yet what is going to be the route that we're gonna be doing. So I don't know. I hope all these things are working in the right direction, which I'm confident that it's going to be, but at the same time, it's always going to be a little bit of stress. There's just a handful of things that I can control at this point, and that is my effort, my decisions, my attitude about moving to New York. I don't know how my life is going to look like. I wish I could see the future, but I don't. All I know is that New York City will give me everything that I ask for if I put the right effort into it. So I hope you like this video. I hope you like this little vlog. And if you ever feel the need of moving to a new city because you feel like you're too comfortable, that right there is to sign, or at least that was for me. All I have to say is thank you for being here. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one where all the packing situation is going to be on full and the movement is going to be super close. See you guys.